We only have one final ship part to look after. Our survival and escape on this planet is in sight. Welcome back to Pikmin. Last time, we finished at the Forest Naval, getting all ship parts. And in the previous last episodes, went to all 4 of these areas, searching far and wide to getting all ship parts needed to get Olimar's ship back up and running. This time, we enter our final trial. The final trial. The Pikmin still seem keen on following us, though. How nice of them. And with a song that seems both triumphant and slightly off-putting, let's set our plan in motion to finding that last ship part. I'm gonna start off with getting out 90 blues. Unfortunately, blue Pikmin aren't the most necessary when it comes to fighting. Unfortunately, we probably won't be using them to getting the last ship part, but we definitely need them to get to it at least. And we're gonna get half of them up onto this thing already. We're gonna get we have 2 bridges we need to get. So for the time being, I'm just gonna segregate 2 groups, just so we can get both bridges being constructed at the same time. I left 10 in there because we also have a bombable wall we need to break, and I want to get a few yellow Pikmin to do with that. In retrospect, I probably would have wanted to make it go faster, or getting the bomb, or the one bridge to go faster so we actually have space to get to the actual bombable wall, but I think by the time we actually get the bombs themselves, the bridge should already be constructed. Not the reds, not the blues. Yep, yellows. Also, as you noticed, we now have 3 different variants of the Candy Pop Bud. And they did appear in different locations, just not the ones I thought they did. Bring 3 of those. There's a geyser right here. So there's a little bit of a problem where these things can spawn at random, or I should say the bomb rocks themselves spawn randomly. So sometimes they don't always appear where you think they should. I've had attempts of this, and failed recordings actually, where the bomb rocks were just out of reach of the yellow Pikmin, and they ended up drowning because they jumped to somewhere they weren't supposed to be. Alright, seems like both bridges are done for now. We're just gonna get these guys out of the way. Yeah, it only requires 3 of them, so we're gonna leave you guys behind with the rest of them for now. You guys can come back with us. Taking your sweet time, in which we do not have. And 1 tripped. Of course. Oh, it was a leaf. I thought it was a... For some reason, I thought it was a flower, and I was gonna get really mad at that if it was a flower. None seem to be missing, so... Once you guys get back in there... I'm gonna get as many res as I need to. What? Oh, right. I have yellows out. I hate to not include blues into this, but they really aren't used for much else now that we have that out of the way. I don't know if I said this about the blues, though, and how fitting that now that they're gone, we talk about this. I'm so sorry, blues. Apparently, if there are Pikmin that are red or yellow that are drowning, if blue Pikmin are adjacent to them, apparently the blue Pikmin will attempt to rescue them, as if they're lifeguards. I've never had this happen, But if it's true, I think that's actually really neat, and that's actually a cool detail. And only 4 of you made it back to there. I don't think the whistle properly conveyed that, but now they're wasting time by getting off the ledge. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just blame them if we have to do an extra day of this. It's fine. That'll be their punishment, is being blamed for all this. Weird, it's just me or the frame rate getting all choppy all of a sudden. Not sure if this is the couch card or if it's just the, game being buggy like this. Alright, we have exactly 10, and now they can actually move that box. Instead of wasting time watching them move that box. Let's grab the Pikmin. And it's important we do bring yellows on this one. They actually serve a purpose to this. No! Shit, guys, come on! I didn't need you dying on the last day, come on. I mean, some of you are expected to die, unfortunately, but that's just how Pikmin is. But you guys really, like, really don't need to drown. Alright. Our ship part, from what the radar on the map was saying, was in the center of that pit. We might want to prepare for that. Back here, there are bomb rocks. Segregate your Pikmin. Alright, 5 of you got bomb rocks. 7 of you actually got bomb rocks. That might be enough for what we're doing. We're lucky this is not Pikmin 3, because if this was Pikmin 3, they'd all, like, die immediately. Because, I'm not gonna get the chance to finish that sentence. We have the final boss of Pikmin, the Emperor Bulblax. This thing can eat multiple Pikmin, but if it catches a bomb rock within its tongue, and it explodes when chomping on it, it gets stunned. Pikmin can succumb to the crushing glitch, and they can also succumb to it just actually crushing Pikmin. I hate to say this, but we're sacrificing more yellows. I feel so bad for the yellow Pikmin. They have done so much for us, and they keep being the ones to die. I feel bad. Also, a little bit of a mood killer, but the triumphant music keeps, like, cutting into this, like, pipe organ final boss music. It's a little bit anticlimactic, but a few cycles of this and we should be good. Alright. Let's get as many of you as possible on that thing. I'm also gonna warn you on this one. Be very careful. After a certain point, it's going to start jumping. Once it starts jumping, yeah, like that. Be careful. I had a failed recording of this where I died at the last second because he jumped and landed on Olimar. Be careful. When he starts doing that, just get out of the arena. Don't even bother trying, just get out of there. Alright. We can either do this in 1 or 2 more cycles. I'm hoping for 1, but it might just be 2. I'm going to have to dedicate this video to all the Pikmin and yellow Pikmin we have lost. Can you stop jumping, please? You are just not hungry for the Pikmin, are you? I'm beginning to question if, like, they get, or if the Bulblax gets smart after a bit regarding the strategy. Or it can just ignore the Pikmin entirely. Any luck, this might actually be the last cycle, though. I can only hope. Nope. It's not meant to be. You guys retreat. Buddy. We have a tasty Pikmin for you to eat. Whoa, what? We lost... Oh, because... We lost a lot more! Holy shit! Damn it! Well... Aside from losing those Pikmin, we did it. At long last, I found the final part. My secret safe. And it's as full as ever. How glad I am that I've persisted in my search without losing hope. Now I can leave this planet without any regrets. We lost 31 to the crushing glitch. What? What are you guys doing? Don't pick that up! Don't trip in front of him either! We already just lost a lot of Pikmin. Are with it. Hey! No, 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 no! Really? Really? What? We lost Pikmin? Come on. You sure about that? Maybe I'll even stop and pick up some souvenirs for my wife and kids back on Planet Hockatate. We actually did it. I don't know if we'll actually get, like, the remaining we'll definitely get the ship part back. But I don't think the pellets will be able to make it back, and I'm okay with that. While we're at it... Let's get more Pikmin back into this. Let's actually get the blues back to see this event unfold. Oh, we're still at 100. I just don't care for that bomb rock that much more. 11 blues. And countless resin... No! No, you make it back. You make it back. Come on. I am not having a drowning Pikmin at the end of the day. No. Thank you. That would have been really bad if he just drowned right at the end like that. I have finally recovered every ship part. I can now return home to Hockatate. With Olimar's guidance, we taught them how to survive and fight back. This isn't gonna stop or skew the life cycle of the planet, is it? We did fine, right? And would you look at that? More Pikmin colors. More Pikmin colors than even we've discovered on this planet. All greeting us to say our goodbyes. Our final analysis. We got all 30 parts in 13 days. 696 Pikmin survived, and we lost 234 Pikmin. Total Pikmin ever sprouted. This is the total Pikmin ever sprouted in all of our days. Like, or I should explain that that's the total for all of your save files. I'm playing this on a newer copy of Pikmin. So, these are from, like, practice runs then, if that makes sense. The Nova Blaster, the Space Float, the Massage Machine, the UV Lamp, and the Secret Safe were all non-required to get off the planet. What we got is the best ending. The best ending is gone by getting all 30 ship parts. The normal ending is acquired by getting all 25 required ship parts, but not getting all 30. Then there's the bad ending by not getting all of them. So if you get 24 of the required ship parts, and then all 30 days have passed, you get the bad ending. And now for the credits. And surprisingly, the Wii version gets its own credits. I've been playing a lot of Switch games recently, and I noticed that not every game gets a Switch port conversion in the credits, I've noticed. It's that or just Super Mario Galaxy on Wii, or I guess... Let me rephrase that. I've noticed that in Super Mario All-Stars, there's no credits for the new versions of the game, because technically you have the old dev team you gotta thank, right? But there are no credits for who did the emulation work. There's no one to credit for whoever did, like, the menus, and for everyone that worked on getting the games upscaled to 1080p, and with all the new assets they would have had to add into the emulated versions of the game. Which is what I find incredibly surprising. Because they would have had to make new assets for that. But this isn't about Super Mario 3D All-Stars, this is about Pikmin. I gotta say, it was fun revisiting it. Despite the fact that we did have problems, despite the fact that it did show its age, I still had fun. Is this game flawed? Absolutely. It is the first game in its series. And while the other games in the series still do things differently, they still fix a lot of the problems that Pikmin had. One thing I can say is that the crushing glitch, as far as I'm aware, is not in Pikmin 2 or Pikmin 3. And thankfully, I hope that eventually one of these days I can go back to playing Pikmin 2 for you guys. But that's only for time to tell. Thought these credits were done yet, though? Think again. These credits are far from over. We now have a highlight reel of all the enemies that appeared in the game, kind of like a character reel or something like that. As you can see, they're starting off with one of the worst ones, the beady longlegs. Something interesting about these credits, they actually recorded a lot of this footage you're seeing during the beta phase of the game. So you're going to notice a lot of discrepancies between the footage you're seeing now and the finished game. We also get to see just a little bit more regarding the enemies themselves and just kind of how they work, or the actual natural life. As you can see here, like in terms of beta, the Distant Spring looks a lot more different than what we encountered it as. I kind of missed the trend of like you doing well enough a game and earning just kind of like a character reel as your ending. To me, it's always endearing, and it shows a lot more character to the world, I find, or at least for on the character side of things. It's not like it's saying like, oh, this is Olimar and this is everything, but it is showing more personality to the enemies we've been encountering this whole game. What does it say for the Emperor Bulblax? Emperor Bulblax This massive grub dog buries itself when hunting. So yes, this thing is also in the same family as the grub dog, so the Bulborbs. Also, I don't know who this beta player is, but why is he fighting fiery blowhogs with blue Pikmin? We did encounter this enemy before, but not in the Forest of Hope. We encountered the swooping snitch bug in the distant spring and nowhere else. Also, spoiler alert for what we're going to be doing, this is one of the super bosses, and I guess this is where I'll talk more about the plan going forward, because we're not technically done with Pikmin. I still have technically 3 more videos planned for Pikmin. 2 videos, and then 1 extra on the side. The next 2 videos coming up will be detailing the game's challenge mode, and then another video detailing the last 3 bosses we have yet to encounter, and we've already seen 2 of them within the confines of these credits. In hindsight, maybe I should have left this character reel to the very end, but it is part of the natural credits of the game, so I just kind of felt like leaving them in. At the end of the day, would I recommend Pikmin to all of you? Yes, I think Pikmin is still good. It's not as expensive as it once was. You can find it on the Wii U eShop for, I think, $20. It might be a little bit more Canadian, but I know for US markets it's, I think, $20. Also, something that the Puff Stool never did, and maybe I brought it up, if it steps back up and it actually gets your Pikmin, or if it, because it'll drop spores if it gets back up. If it drops its spores onto Pikmin, it'll actually turn them into, like, mushroom Pikmin. I forget the term. I'll have Future Me put their name on screen. But the Puff Stool actually gains control of the Pikmin that it, well, mushroomized, basically. Shearwigs, some of my worst enemies. The male species are able to fly, but the females remain underground. So you never actually see what a female shearwig is, just female sheargrubs. And this thing, you're probably gonna be, like, frothing at the mouth seeing me fail at this thing, but the Smoky Prog. We haven't encountered this yet. That's also the last of the 3 super bosses we're gonna be fighting. If there's anything more I can say about this is, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this has been long, and I know that there was a massive hiatus between Super Mario Bros. And this, along with the technical difficulties of, like, what was supposed to be LP number 2, and is now delayed indefinitely until I finish it. But I want to thank you guys for sticking with this, and thank you for watching. I'm always happy to see people getting joy out of watching these videos. These videos are fun for me, and I'm glad to see that you guys are having fun with them too. Next time, or our next LP, for our hint, it is another interstellar space adventure, but it's not with a character you're thinking of. I'll see you guys next time, as you guys get to see the end of these credits. See you guys then. The happy end.